what are your guys' we already kind of talked about this, like your favorite things, but what are your least favorite parts of having roommates?
I think it's just when you guys don't communicate. When there's no communication. I'm serious. I know, sorry.
She said when you guys.
No. I meant like.
She's like, oh, I've been waiting for this one.
Okay.
Okay. Damn.
No, just
Okay.
okay. Did not mean it to come off like that. Anybody I've ever lived with, if you don't communicate with me, it bothers me. I'm a big communicator, but also in return, I need to communicate back to you as well, and not just assume things. I think, okay, putting this out there, Four Agreements, great book. I think all roommates should read this. But don't assume like people are going to do something. Don't make assumptions about people. That's one of the Four Agreements. But I hate when people make assumptions or don't communicate with me, basically. Those are just like my two big things.
Cheyenne? I didn't get to say my favorite thing.
Okay. Cassie, I guess, did you have a different favorite thing than what you've already said? Let's just come back around to that. Let's do least favorite first, and then we'll make it better by saying favorite.
Okay. My least favorite thing about having roommates, I guess, would be you're not by yourself. And I know we talked about like we like, being with each other, but I think there are times that you really just want to be by yourself, and it's really hard to come home and have, 3 people or 4, how many ever, just like talking, being loud, like if you just didn't want to talk. And I think you kind of have to use that communication and like tell them, okay, I had a bad day or whatever, and not feeling it, and go up to your room or whatever. But I think we did a good job of leaving each other alone if like our door was shut. We didn't really bother each other that much, but I guess just not having the whole place be your own space, you have to kind of share it. But I didn't really have a huge issue with that, but I guess that would be my least favorite thing.
Yeah, I'd say the same, because honestly sometimes I do like to be alone, but if you're talking to someone, like, it's not that I don't want to talk, but I just like want to be alone. And so I never want to be rude and be like if I went into my room and I felt like I was spending too much time just like in my room, I wouldn't want them to like think I was being rude or like didn't want to talk to them. Mm-hmm. But I feel like for me, it really like I do need to actually like be alone. Yeah. Like even like probably a lot, but it's like when you have roommates, you can do it, but I would worry that like they would take it kind of like the wrong way. Whereas for me, I know like that's just like what I need. Like, so.
Yeah, I think kind of similarly, like being able to kind of separate a little bit, being friends and being roommates. Like if you want to be alone, you're afraid you're going to offend them because they're your friends. And it's going to be like, oh, you don't want to talk to me. Or like, hey, I need you to clean this up or something. And it's like, oh, they're mad at me. They're like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like you might take something kind of personally, but it's more just like, I just need you to like do this because we live together and that's just what I need you to do. But sometimes like it can be taken personally.